Welcome back, guys. Today I'm in a realistic game with the British premium fighter bomber, the Wyvern. This was a pretty unusual game for the Wyvern because I'm starting off thinking, yeah, I'm gonna go ground striking to get some points for the mission and to get over 2000 points as fast as possible, and then after I'm done with that, proceed with shooting down what's left of the enemy, if I'm still alive at this point. But I quickly realized that there's not a lot to gain from this ground striking, because the E-26 up there will get to the far right bombing point a lot faster than I will, because he has altitude to drop, and the E-26 is insanely fast. The Wyvern is fast as well, but even the over 600 kilometers an hour you can do with at the deck, it's not enough. Also, flying over there puts you at a very heavy risk of getting dived on by German fighters. Some people will do this nearly every match to prevent the Allied bombers to get over there. So I just think, well, I'm gonna get rid of my rockets and pump them into this ship down there. This is a reasonable way to get rid of the rockets, but not the best, as you will see. There was a time where you could kill destroyers with rockets very easily. Sadly, those times are long gone. Maybe with the AP rockets it would have worked, but I'm not really sure. I don't think so, because AP ammo from high caliber cannons also does not work against ships. Sadly, the damage models in the airplane sections of this game are from the ships are very bad, very basic, and they don't really represent how thin the armor of destroyers of that type were in those days. You know, after getting rid of my rockets and getting an assist because the P-47 destroyed the destroyer that I already shot at with the rockets, I proceed to intercept this 190. It tries to take us as his light snack, me and the P-47. And he tries to pull up, but the Wyvern is maneuverable enough to pull up in time and clip his wing. I was a bit lucky that I was even able to pull up straight enough because of the pretty heavy wing damage. As you can see, we already have a deep orange wing. And the situation is also not very good now, because we are low, and the Germans and the Italians, they are at altitude. The rest of our team also doesn't really care about climbing. Only a couple of Spitfires. But all the Germans luckily also have sent a lot of planes down low, which suits us in the Wyvern very well. F-35 is coming in at a blistering speed, so we'll be flying way above 700 kilometers an hour. Getting some hits. He also rams my elevator section. G55 with the altitude advantage he had also catching up to me. And the 190 with even more altitude advantages also catching up. So I just put the pedal to the metal and try to get away. And picking off some unfortunate bomber on the way. The 55 realizes that he cannot follow me at this altitude. The 190, still with a lot of speed from the long dive he did to get to me, staying on my tail. I try to fly as unpredictable as possible whilst not losing speed, if possible. And here we already see that the 190 is not able to follow us. Especially not at this altitude. If it would be higher up, 4,000 meters, the Wyvern doesn't perform very well. It's a plane made for sea altitude combat. I'm just running away here now and hoping that one of my teammates will help me. And the P-51 back there already told me over the chat that he will attack the 190. And we proceed to shoot down another 190, this time a 190F, which was hunting ground units on the island. We were pretty lucky here that the 190 didn't snag our wing or put the fuel tank on fire, because we are now really heavy damage. As you can see with the wobbling of the plane, performing a turn is pretty hard now. Plane always tries to flip over. And clip the 190 as well, get both of his wings. And in such a short amount of time, not even 8 minutes, we got 5 air kills with the Wyvern. And not even trying that hard, the enemy just gave us the kills, pretty much. At this point it still looked pretty promising for our team to win this. Spitfire here, who is for some reason just shooting in the air. P-51, Spitfire, another P-51, and a Seafighter. We will lose this, even though the enemy only has 4 people and 2 will get shot down pretty fast, but the 2 G56s on the enemy team, they are going to dominate this game to the end. I should have maybe flown back to the runway, to the A point. I would have had a reasonable chance to land there. I made a big mistake to attempt a carrier landing with a plane that is barely flying in normal cruising speed, but yeah, we dropped to our speed and the wing just drops. I couldn't really perform a landing there. So yeah, even though we did everything nearly, apart from maybe putting the picking the wrong landing strip, we did nearly everything we could to help out Team Wing here. And even if I could have made it to 80, 109 or G56 would just pick me off of the runway. Yeah, that's it for today, guys. See ya.